People will come, Ray. They turn up your driveway, not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children, longing for the past. Of course, we won't mind if you look around, you'll say. It's only $20 per person. They'll pass over the money without even thinking about it, without even thinking about it, without even thinking about it.
Take it for granted. I've never seen a person who was successful that was really humble. Now, I don't mean humble like, for the sake of cats who don't know them. Sure, I'm humble to most cats who don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I say to myself, I stay in my lane. I don't, jaw jack with people. I don't bullshit with people. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving people the impression, you understand what I'm saying, that I'm not king, that I'm not God on the earth, homie. I'm giving people the impression that nothing I do is normal. I mean, you know what I'm saying, abnormal, let's put it that way. But that's just an angle that most people, I believe, take to the game when you got so many haters walking around. You got so many people who wish ill on you, so many people who wish, you know what I'm saying, that they had what you had, motherfuckers telling you what they would do if it was in their hands. Now that it's in your hands, it's just a tactic you use. But I always tell my nephew, you know what I'm saying, take the shit for granted. Take this life for granted. Take this game for granted. Primarily because you have to just have that feeling that you're going to make it anyway. You know what I'm saying? When I show up in New York, to y'all cats listening to me for all these years, it sounds like this motherfucker's crazy. And to some people say, hey, Freeman's courageous. And to other people, it sounds like this motherfucker's lying. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it sounds like, you know what I'm saying, something that on the outside sounds like a crazy idea. But I just thought, shit, other motherfuckers made it, you know what I'm saying? Chips being in, out there and chips flowing on the street. So fuck it. I just took it for granted and said, fuck it, I'm gonna make it. Didn't have a plan, didn't really know how I was gonna get down, but I had a pocket full of hustle, homie, so I just took my chances and left. A lot of people who are religious-based, they always hear that shit, stay hungry and humble and, man, alright, shit, I mean, that shit sound good, like right on, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? All those stupid sayings that people give you when you don't, they don't want you to get a big head, but homie, you need a big head in this game. Nobody else is around you. Nobody else is gonna say that you're gonna be the dude who go out to North Carolina, set up shop and build something in Charlotte bigger than Bank of America, homie. Nobody gonna do that. Nobody gonna believe in you. So I know it's hard because it's kind of counterculture. The slave shit they've been teaching you tell you to be hungry and humble and all this other shit. Homie, take the game for granted. You know what I'm saying? Take this life for granted. It's the only way you're gonna bypass so much bullshit that stops the suckers, homie. The only person who makes it is the dude who believes in himself. Not the person who did all that. If being righteous and being a good person made you rich, it would be a lot of motherfuckers who did that. You dig what I'm saying? Be a lot of motherfuckers rich and wealthy right now. That ain't the answer. That's that slave shit. You know what I'm saying? Where you wake up every day and I'm glad I made it through another day. Take it for granted. Why did God put you here in a young person's body, homie? So you can die tomorrow? Take that shit for granted. Now, when you 80, don't take it for granted because you might be checking out soon, homie. You might be dirt napping soon. You dig what I'm saying? They might have your ass with a stone plot saying, here lies a motherfucker who never became nothing. You know what I'm saying? Here goes a motherfucker that started from nothing and returned to nothing. You dig what I'm saying? If that's your life, homie, then be hungry and humble. Now, I'm not saying be an asshole. There's always a difference between being an asshole and getting your shit done. You know what I'm saying? But I take things for granted all the time, homie. I'm assuming everything's gonna work. I assume that when I put sugar into the water, homie, it's gonna taste better. I assume that when I turn the wrench to the right, homie, the shit get tight. You dig what I'm saying? I'm doing everything with the full belief that it's gonna work because I'm doing it. Now, I don't do this consciously. I ain't walking around saying I'm fucking amazing. I ain't doing no stupid shit like that. But when I enter the game, I believe I'm gonna succeed in the game. I'm taking the shit for granted. I'm taking the shit for granted that the money's gonna flow to me. I'm taking the shit for granted that tomorrow's gonna be a good day. I'm taking the shit for granted that I'm gonna find something out that's gonna pop sooner or later. I'm taking shit for granted that, you know what I'm saying, while other motherfuckers are sitting here hoping, praying, you know what I'm saying, getting on their knees, looking through the door locks and shit, hoping that, pick the lock, Malcolm, pick the lock, motherfucker, I ain't that dude. You dig what I'm saying? So sometimes it's gonna come across as arrogant only because you choose to believe that you will succeed, homie. It will just happen this way. And like I said, I tell my nephew this all the time. You gotta take this life for granted. You gotta believe when you were a kid that someone's gonna pick you up after school. You gotta believe that when you go out on that bike that the tire wouldn't bust. You took all that shit for granted. You gotta believe that when you came home, your mom made you something to eat, or there was some food in the house. All that shit was taken for granted. And once you take it for granted, what it does, young homie, it frees your mind to concentrate on bigger shit, to concentrate on your grind, and concentrate on building something. You can't be sitting around saying, oh, I thank God every day for the sun and the moon and the stars and the earth and the grass. Do that shit in your prayer in the morning after you acknowledge God and move on. Like I said, you gotta learn to take everything for granted. You understand what I'm saying? Some things in your life, maybe you don't. You say thankful, but let me give you a good story, man. I'm running through life. Sometimes I gotta stop myself and look back on me and say, damn, I did a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't concentrating. I wasn't thinking like most people. Man, we made it, huh? Freeman, man, we made it. We didn't make shit, homie. I mean, I'm just walking down the streets, homie. The chips are coming in, and you know what I'm saying? I don't stop in retrospect and look how far I came. It's a long way to go, homie. You know what I'm saying? When you get on the bike and shit, until you get to your destination, or you sitting there saying, thank you, God, for this pedal, and thank you, God, for this step. And man, I don't want to sound like the biggest loser, homie. I don't want to be weighing myself at for motivation in this game, homie. I set up shop to win. I got into this game to win. I'm coming out to win. I got my gun on to win. You know what I'm saying? I put my chips on the table, put my chips into the business, put my chips on the line to win. What the fuck make you think I'm gonna sit here and be hungry? I'm taking the game for granted. I'm gonna take the shit for granted because every time I do, the shit comes to me easier than most motherfuckers. Every time I do, I always get some cats that, well, shit just come easy for it. And sometimes God just make a way. God makes a way. I agree with you. I'm gonna fall back from that a second. But, God makes a way for the winners, for the willing, homie. I'm willing, so there is a way. You know what I'm saying? It didn't come from me because I was hungry and humble. Sometimes, man, cats listen to that rap music too much, and I appreciate the brothers out there, enlightening cats with some of their vocabulary, and digging deep and shit, and coming up with new thesauruses and the rhyming dictionary and new language and slang for me to use on the R&B on a daily basis. I appreciate it. But you know what I'm saying? I'm taking this game for granted because I'm supposed to win, homie. God put you on this earth as a baby who couldn't feed himself. You stood upright, you're walking down the street, you're running. What part of the game do you need for you to be thankful every damn day for the last 20, 25 years of your life, 30 years of your life, 40 years of your life? All of us will come to an end. All of us will die, homie. In the middle of this shit, stop worrying about this shit. Get out there and take this game for granted. Let's make this money. All this shit comes from something like I told you. It comes from me sitting down, thinking about, you know what I'm saying, how many times in my life things just came to me and I was not expecting them. You know what I'm saying? I got on the road to win and I won. What else should I be expecting at that time? You know what I'm saying? I'm watching people say, man, Freeman, you do amazing stuff. Not everybody can. They just don't believe in themselves. Everybody, like I said, it's a part of the religious stuff that's in y'all head that make y'all apply religion and that stuff into your game and how you approach these chips. And some of y'all cats super righteous, super churchy, and you're always trying to find a way to tie the Bible into your game. Jesus didn't run a business. It ain't in there. You know what I'm saying? Well, my pastor, that motherfucker ain't rich either, man. Drop that motherfucker. Let him teach you about Jesus or whatever he's teaching you. You know what I'm saying? But don't let him come into this chip game. You gotta have a certain, let me tell you, let me break it down for you, homie. Who in their right mind starts a business, you understand what I'm saying, with no experience or hopes that people walk in so they will be successful? It takes a motherfucker who just think, on that old, if you build it, they will come. That motherfucker needs to take this shit for granted. Meaning, if you finish the mission, the shit will pop for you, homie. It will manifest for you. It will open up for you. The game will be there. The customers will give you the chip. If you make the product will be sold, and the customers will love it and tell other cats about it, and then you will blow up. You gotta believe by opening up shop that you're gonna win. That means you're taking this shit for granted. You know what I'm saying? It's a contradiction in words when you hear people say to you all the time that you need to be humble, you need to be thankful, you need to be on your knees thanking Jesus. Oh shit, I ain't gonna get on Jesus. I'm gonna drop Jesus this year. I'm trying to make sure I don't offend some of my churchy listeners this year. So, I'm dropping Jesus out the conversation for a while until he rears his ugly head. But the thing is, homie, you know what I'm saying? Take life for granted. Enjoy yourself. Roll on the grass like a happy dog, homie. Believe that this shit is gonna pop. Don't even think about it like this. Well, I'm gonna have inspiration and I'm gonna feel good about myself and I just need some motivation. You need to take it for granted like you get up and you wash your ass every morning, homie. You know what I'm saying? You don't sit there and say, I hope the soap is sudsy enough to get the dookie stains out of my ass this morning. You take that shit for granted. The soap is here. The washcloth is here. Use your hands, motherfucker. Wipe your ass. Wash your ass. Like I said, homie, you gotta learn to take this stuff for granted. And the reason why I'm jumping on you so much, homie, is because, if you're a religious person, they tell you, move, operate in faith, move in faith. But a lot of us not really all that religious to that. Whenever somebody throws a religious thing about me, well, in the Bible say, man, keep that shit to yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop applying the Bible to goddamn orange juice. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of my brothers out here, my peoples, we ain't in all that. Give me the real, homie. Tell me that what it needs to be done, homie. I don't need no motivational speaker. Every time I see that shit, I wonder what's wrong with motherfuckers. You must be some low self-esteem motherfuckers to walk around looking for another man to make you feel good today. Damn. Lift some weights and shit. Go run a mile, homie. Lose some weight. Drop some pounds. You gonna find out that God gives you that energy just by you giving some energy, homie. You give to get. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta get out there, but take this life for granted. Homie, everybody who pulls up lame in this game ends up in last. I've never seen a motherfucker running around a track saying, I made it to the half mile. Motherfuckers take it for granted. We chop, we dig uphill on these motherfuckers and we get around that track. You understand what I'm saying? We don't stop and think, wow, look at everybody looking at me. Ooh, I'm in the Olympics. Oh my God, motherfuckers gave me some gold Nikes. We don't stop. We take everything for granted. I just don't want y'all young cats to feel bad that y'all not walking around like all these other dudes. Motherfuckers, these losers, homie, these suckers, these saps, these punks, these dudes who ain't about they chip will always come with some religious shit, some you need to be humble shit, aka don't make me feel like a loser because you winning. You a winner, but if you tell everybody how many times you win, it makes motherfuckers not like us. I'm not gonna like you. You can't be my friend. I'm tired of hanging around that motherfucker Freeman. Every time we talk, he's talking about what he gonna do and what he got done. He should be like the rest of us, hoping, wishing, and praying, getting on our knees and shit, telling people that we prayed up. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't humble. You know what I'm saying? God, I wonder what, he gonna get his. Because God, in the end, like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of this shit come from a religious point of view. Somehow God's gonna get me for fucking going out here making shit happen, partner. I mean, that shit don't make no sense. Goddamn backwards religion y'all have so much. He should be humble, and then God will reward. I never met a humble motherfucker in this game going after these chips, partner. Never. I don't know what the fuck that came from. The humble man, the humble rich man is the dude who realized if I don't calm down in front of everybody else, somebody gonna pop my ass, somebody gonna shoot my ass, somebody gonna take my shit, somebody gonna come after me. That's why motherfuckers are quiet. That's why I am quiet. Not because I'm walking down the street fucking scared of these motherfuckers or what they think they gonna do or what part, neighborhood, whatever shit they from. I ain't worried about that shit. I'm trying to get my shit done. So part of being efficient in making these chips, homie, is me being quiet. And me being what you would assume to be humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure these motherfuckers who think this game is nothing but money, hoes, and clothes, if this is what these dumb motherfuckers focus they angle on in this life, fuck it. I stay away from the hoes because I don't want none. I ain't fucking trying to wear no goddamn clothes with some motherfucker's man name on my goddamn belt. Fag shit. Motherfuckers walking around with goddamn Yves Saint Laurent belt buckles, girl fucking buckles on they fucking shirt or on they goddamn jeans. And if you think it's just the cash that's in your hand, homie, you know what I'm saying, about this chip game, then you lost. This cash is power. You watch other motherfuckers willpower. You know what I'm saying? Young motherfuckers are like, I got cash. I could pull out a wad. I got stacks. I got bricks. Man, motherfucker, you can do a whole bunch more. You could buy the lake. You could charge motherfuckers for admission. You could fill it with fish and have them fish in your pond with that same money. Or you can go to the strip club like every other trick in this game, throwing money at asses that's been touched by a million motherfuckers. Money holes and clothes my ass. Motherfuckers are lame thinking motherfuckers, small-minded. You understand what I'm saying? But I want you to take this game for granted. I want you to walk out here and know that the shit gonna happen. And then after you know it's gonna happen, stop thinking about it and let's start executing. I want the motherfucker to come up to you. It's a honor for a motherfucker to say you cocky, or you arrogant, or you think you made it. It's an honor. It's a sign that you doing something. They don't give that to losers. They don't say that shit to losers. They don't say that shit to motherfuckers who ain't about they shit. They don't say that to the bum. You ever say a bum and say that motherfucking bum is about it? Motherfucker, you ain't never seen no bum and you said he about it. So it's the part of the game for motherfuckers who don't understand these chips that they come out with these goddamn lame reasons and conversations. Take this shit for granted. Be the motherfucker that make people say, damn, he did it. I just don't like the way he talk about it sometimes. Man, that shit happen to me on a daily basis. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't never been a day since fucking 19 whatever, man, that I wasn't about this shit since I was in high school that you didn't hear me talking chips. The majority of my friends come along, and if you ever met a couple of them, they'll tell you, man, you know, I was chopping it up, and then Freeman came along and said, man, you know, you seem to be about your chips. You seem to be about this money, and I have a conversation. I like talking money. That's what they know me for. So of course I'm, you know, he's cocky and he's this, and then motherfuckers trying to find holes in the game, homie. Go ahead and look for them. If I'm always about my shit, it's hard to be about bullshit, homie. I'm about mine. So you gotta understand that this is a cocky, arrogant podcast I'm giving you right now to tell you to stop that dumb shit. Be confident that you came out into this game and that's what you set out to do. Hungry and humble my ass. You know what I'm saying? I'm hungry and humble. Yeah, I mean, you don't get me wrong. I love the brothers who doing the rap music, who doing their shit, but man, I wish they would read a book and tell them to come over to the RNG and shit and pick up some proper wordage, some proper verbiage, homie, to get this shit right. You know what I'm saying? It's a funny thing to me to tell a young cat who got nothing but energy and life in front of him that he needs to slow his ass down. Hell no, charge through this shit, annihilate, scorch earth on the way to getting these chips, homie. And then after you done all that and you sit on top of your pile of money, homie, then you start thinking about what the motherfuckers who rich tell you what to do. A rich man can't tell a poor man what to do. You understand what I'm saying? Until the poor man gets rich, then he'll follow what the rich man says and how he goes about his life. Hungry and humble is something that comes from dudes who got their chips right, not from the cats coming up from the bottom trying to make some shit happen. Take your chances. Fuck them. Fuck they rules. Fuck all that. You know, you're gonna need a resume. You're gonna need a recommendation. You know what I'm saying? You need to be, you know, thankful that motherfuckers did this for you. Fuck them. Fuck they family. You understand what I'm saying? I just want you to know, man, take this shit for granted. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with you being bolder than most of these suckers who gonna end up dead, homie, with a goddamn plot on their head. Homie, ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with you believing yourself more than most motherfuckers. Nothing wrong with you putting the shit in, putting the time in, putting the paperwork together, and making the shit bubble. And then motherfuckers, oh, you know, yeah, I guess you were lucky. Take this whole game for granted. It's a better life you're gonna have. All the shit I've told you in these years is because I took it for granted. What makes you think I'm gonna get up and just say, fuck it? Let's go about this. Let's see about this shit. I'm gonna show up and I'm gonna go scramble for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't at church on Sunday clapping, singing amen, motherfucker. Amen is when the chips come to my pocket. God rewarded me for the hustle. That's why the money's in my pocket. He didn't reward me by saying go to church. That ain't no goddamn reward. You know what I'm saying? The money is. The manifestation of your ideology, of your thinking, of your angle is the reward. God rewards me every motherfucking day when chips come to the bank, homie. Take it for granted. Be about your shit. Don't let these cats tell you or make you believe that it's a contradiction to be the motherfucker who shows up and says, I'm gonna beat everybody, and then say I'm gonna be hungry and humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go up and down at the same time. How the fuck you ain't going nowhere, homie? I'm gonna go left and right. You going nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? Take it for granted. Life is about young cats, even older cats. Stop listening to losers. Believe in yourself. Go and get this shit. All these books you reading, all this shit they saying, homie, is for losers. They gotta motivate a loser. They ain't motivating a winner. I don't see my ass up there trying to get motivation from a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that mother. I listen to this and then I feel motivated. To do what? Motherfucker, eat some ice cream and shit. Your heart gonna beat the same way, young partner. Next time, partner.